What is up, guys? This is me, Johnny Cooper 64 here with another YouTube video, and welcome to my final episode on the Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy Let's Play of Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, and also, of course, the final episode of, the Sane Trilogy Let's Play, as this is the, the final episode, of course. So, over here we have Gone Tomorrow, which is obviously a pun of the idiom here today, gone tomorrow. I wish they kind of like made a previous level, that said it here today, and then this is like the sequel and it said gone tomorrow, kind of like finishing the pun in a way. And over here we have these evil robots that want me to beat their asses for some reason. I don't know why. Come on, look, this guy, dude, he wants me to beat his ass. Boom, boom, big shot. Ota asni, beat your ass. All right. Oh, you gotta be careful. You gotta kind of slow down. Ooh, gosh darn. All right. Zero lives, dude. But now that I have like the whole spinny type of thing, I can kind of like skip him. So now I don't really need to kill him. And I died. Game over screen. Oh my god. Now the thing about this game over screen, which is like the first thing we unlocked, is that unlike the first two Crash games, Uka Uka is of course dark, because you're not supposed to know him until like the third Crash game, and now that he's here, he's like super bright in the darkness and stuff like that, and it obviously fits because Uka Uka does do a game over screen during the original Crash game, but it's obviously with Dr. Cortex, and over here he's just alone. But I do love how he's finally revealed as a game over screen during the third game, because that's like his first appearance, main appearance. Oh come on, kicking your ass again, kicking it with you. And obviously these guys remind me of the the things kids wear when they go to the pool. Just in order to not kind of like drown or go down to the water. That's what these guys remind me of, or like the little baby thingies where babies sit and they kind of roll over and kind of learn how to walk with those type of items and stuff like that. That's what these little lab assistants remind me of. Now talking about like futuristic stuff, in the level we're in, and I do love the little sunset, coming down from the little background. Let's talk about the future of Crash Bandicoot. So obviously, Sane Trilogy. Wait, let me get this purple crystal. Okay, there you go. Obviously, Sane Trilogy sold a lot of money. Activision was uncertain if it was gonna sell any money. I mean, obviously it was gonna sell quite a bit of money, but they didn't know it was gonna sell this much. And obviously, Vicarious Visions did say during an interview that he wanted to make new Crash games, and they are in for, I guess, future Crash games. I guess either CTR remaster or new Crash game, which is coming. And there's the 5-year type of deal, that Crash is gonna be having I guess 5 years of new Crash games or something like that. I forgot how that worked. So I mean, it's still not confirmed. It's kind of a rumor unless you're seeing this video and it's already been confirmed. But there's like 5 years of pure Crash games basically. And with merchandise coming along with it, and obviously Activision now trusts that Crash Bandicoot is really part of Activision's character list. So they're gonna be taking good care of Crash Bandicoot. So they want a new Crash game, so they can make a big buck out of Crash. They know that platforms aren't really dead, so and also other developers know that as well, since they're bringing back Medieval, which is really amazing, and the recent reports are also remastering Spyro the Dragon. But Crash's future looks super bright right now. Spyro is kind of blocking it in a way, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully he doesn't really fully block it, because of his remaster. So hopefully Crash does fully shine. But now we're here with the motorcycle level, this time set on Sunset. Now I think they should have changed this, like the other one we were playing as, the the night one is from this one. And the reason why I say this is because it's day, then it's the sunset's going down, and then it's night. Obviously they didn't really do that for this one. And this is super easy though. The other one is super hard, as you know how, you know, controls and you know how hard the level is, and this one is also shorter than the other one. So they got, this one should have been one of those things that they did the little switcheroo, since it's easier and less hard, and you know, also less long. Ooh. And also the police cars now try to kill me, they try to go backwards and stuff like that. So, you know, obviously we cannot trust the policemen, as they obviously work for Dr. Neocortex. Obviously. And over here is the gas station. Can I, you know, can I stop and get some gas? Or am I like Lightning McQueen that doesn't stop for any gas, or, you know, stop to get his little tires to get fixed? Also, I noticed how like no CPU vehicle, or at least any lab assistants don't get crashed. You know, from like the like nothing happens to them, you know. I guess that's how they're programmed. So, you know, they really do need to kind of change that in a future Crash game, you know. Kind of like, you know, how like the CPUs, you know, do take damage on Mario Kart. Ooh, you're not gonna win this one. You're not gonna win. I already won, dudes, basically, because this is super easy, unless the guy behind me is like really in front of me. Ooh, I almost died. No, I can still die. No. Ooh, still won. Oh my god, I was almost gonna die, dudes, or not die, but I was almost gonna lose. Holy flippin' hell. I also did kind of wish, you know, there was like a button where we can press, where we can kind of look at the back of like the guys almost coming behind me and stuff like that, or coming really close to me, kind of like how CTR does it, and you know how kind of Mario Kart does it. But you know, I guess they can do that for like future Crash games. Oop, yep, vomit that thing, dude. Vomit that, dude, because that's disgusting. Now we're here with Flaming Passion, because I do have a passion for flamings. Alright, let's see. A special gem lies at the end of the death route. Ooh, that's nice to hear. Let's try to not die in this level, so we can get the gem. Now, of course, the pun of a Flaming Passion is, you know, supposed to be referencing to love, which I guess is a good time to, you know, kind of tell you guys how, I guess, or I mean, I already told you guys this in a previous episode of how I got Crash Bandicoot warped, and it's due to one of my partners, my neighbors, you know, giving me warp. Oh, flippin' hell, I died. But I don't think I got the checkpoint, which I guess doesn't really matter. Yeah, I didn't get the checkpoint, so I can still go to the death road. But as I was saying, I guess now that we're talking about lovers, you know, one of my love interests, so, you know, gave me Crash Bandicoot warped. So, you know, that's pretty cool to know. So, you know, and I still have that copy, because that's like the only copy I have of warped. You know, I didn't buy a PSN version or something like that. So, you know, I still have that copy, and I died again. Oh my flipping god. But at least I didn't get a checkpoint, which obviously means that I won't be able to get the death route. Oh gosh. And back then I really didn't have, my parents didn't really allow me to have a love interest, you know, and stuff like that. So, oh my god. Keep dying. Alright, let's try to not to die, and you know, not to get a game over. Oh, this guy's trying to kill me, and I died. Game over. Scream flipping hell. Yes. Stupid Uka. Shut the hell up. God damn it. Alright, retry. Let's retry, dudes. Retry. A Flaming Passion. Now, also, what I noticed is that like the original name of like the title of this level was gonna be called Crash Kebab. Kebab or something. Kebab. I think it's because, you know, how they were gonna turn Crash into a kebab, which is a food famous and, you know, in countries outside the US and stuff like that. You know, we do have it on the US as well, but it's not as, you know, as famous. Oh, okay. So obviously when, you know, the guy, a little monkey, you know, kind of has like a little pot in his head, you have to slide over, you know, and kind of shove him out, because if you fight him, you know, fist fight him, or, you know, spin him, he's obviously not gonna fall, and, you know, he's obviously gonna bounce you off, and, you know, of course you're gonna die. Okay, get the checkpoint, check bounce. Ooh, and the little guy's trying to kill me. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. He does not deserve to be here. Okay, come on. Go to flaming pot. Ooh, there you go. Ooh. Ooh. No! God damn it. I was almost this close to go to the little death road so I can get the gem, but obviously I can't. Oh no. How Crash is embarrassed. Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Also, I was playing today one of the best platform games there is, and it's really rare to see this, but it's based off a TV show, and it's called SpongeBob. The game is called SpongeBob Battle Bikini Bottom. I think a lot of you guys played it. It is a good platform game. Whoa, super amazing, dude. Like, it is really surprising to see, you know, a game based off a TV show to do a really good game. Because, you know, obviously we don't really get to see that these days, or not at all. Like, all the games based off of movies or TV shows are really bad, but SpongeBob did it really good. You know, it had a good not TV show, but like a good game based off a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they did a really good job on that, and I do kind of wish they did like a remake on the game, and not only like the game was of a remake, but also kind of like how do I say this? Ooh, like a sequel or something, or more games that are based off platform with what's it called, SpongeBob. Because dude, Battle Bikini Bottom is super amazing. One of my top 5 best PS2 games, in my opinion, because it's just really well amazing. Now hopefully they make more SpongeBob games that are really based off platform and stuff like that. And the movie especially is really good as well. And SpongeBob movie, super amazing. They made a sequel to the SpongeBob movie, SpongeBob Out of Water. They made a game, but it's not platform or anything like that. The I think it was called Iron Heights or something like that. I don't know what it's called. So it started something with iron. They couldn't get the rights to make a future SpongeBob game, sadly. So I guess that's that. And I don't think they're gonna get the rights anytime soon. So rest in peace, good SpongeBob video games. So they couldn't really make a proper sequel to the SpongeBob movie, which will have been Spongebob Out of Water. And we're also gonna have a third, and I guess third and final SpongeBob movie to kind of end the series, SpongeBob SquarePants 3 movie. Don't know what that is. Hopefully it's a sequel to the first movie, because the second movie isn't really a sequel to the first one. It's just an indirect sequel in a way. Now we have my boy Crash Bandicoot getting to play as him in the airplanes, and for some reason you can switch as Coco in this one. Even thought when you're playing as Coco in the other level, you can switch to Crash. Kind of a bit of a feminism move in this one, you know what I'm saying? Just joking. And we're in the Cold War, actually. This is the events in Cold War, or World War II. I forgot which one is these. Either Cold War or the World War II. I mean, it's obviously not Cold War, because Cold War is not really cold. So this is based off of World War II. We're time traveling all the way to warp. And I guess Dr. Cortex is supposed to be Hitler. Pretty funny. Come on, take that little engine out. Alright, let's go to the other one. And this is actually one of the hardest to, in order to get the relics, because you do really have to go super fast and stuff like that. Now let's try to defeat these little enemies, because these guys are bothering me. You gotta kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Hey look, is that the Uncharted mountain? That looks like the Uncharted mountain during Uncharted 4. Where, the treasure is. Tell me where the treasure is and, we'll let you go. Also talking about Uncharted 4, let's talk about Crash Bandicoot 4. I do want a real proper Crash Bandicoot 4. Basically, now that we're playing, Crash Bandicoot Warped, I want a proper Warped sequel. Wrath of Cortex is not a really, how do I say this? A Warp sequel. So the original trilogy, they're really connected to each other, because Crash 1, the ending really literally takes like it goes right after Crash Bandicoot 2, basically. So that they're super connected, as as how story goes. And Crash Bandicoot 3 is also super connected, because the little satellite crashes into Uka Uka's temple, unleashes him, and he's free. Wrath of Cortex does not do anything of that, you know. It's like an indirect sequel, kind of like how I told you about the SpongeBob movie, or the SpongeBob movies. But one that is connected is Twinsanity. Twinsanity does take place, I guess, 1 year after Wrath of Cortex, because, you know, Cortex and Uka Uka, you know, are fighting with each other during the events of the ending of Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, and, you know, the cutscene in the beginning of Twinsanity is basically a show how, you know, it takes place after Wrath of Cortex. And then there's the Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant, which takes place, I guess, right after the events of Titans. So, you know, they're really connected. So, you know, each game kind of has, like, their own connection, you know. The original trilogy, Crash Wrath of Cortex, and Twinsanity, and then there's the Mind Over Mutant and Titans. You know, all of them, you know, being connected, but, you know, separate in a way. So now that they started fresh, you know, remastering the original trilogy from the ground up, you know, remaking a few things, I do wish they make a proper Crash Bandicoot 4, because Wrath of Cortex is just a copy of Warped. Like, well, those warp rooms that, you know, that is in Warp, they copy the exact same thing. Over here we have Super Saiyan Uka Uka, or not Uka Uka, Aku Aku. Anyways, it copies the exact same thing, you know, as the warp rooms, the time trials, obviously. What else? Lots of unnecessary nitro crates, lots of unnecessary vehicles. You know, they took Warped a bit too serious, you know, with the whole vehicle type of thing. I think they thought that we loved vehicle levels, but that is not the case. I hate vehicle levels. I do kind of hate some of the vehicle levels in Warped in a way. Still pretty good because, you know, it limits its size. Like, not all, like, it's not 50% of vehicle levels. Warped is like 75% of vehicle levels and like 25% of platforming. But Warped kind of does it like 40% vehicle levels, and, you know, the other 60% is going to be platform. And we are finished with Lights Out. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean Bugs Light. And yeah, Bugs Light does make a return. I guess it's like a sequel to, you know, Crash Bandicoot 2's little Bug Light, you know, during the final warp room. So I guess that's a reference, or not a reference, but I guess a sequel. And we are into the final boss battle, Dr. Neo Cortex. Let's go do this, my dudes. Oh my god. Now, we have this little cutscene. Alright, let's do this cutscene.
I'm sorry. This is the part where I'm supposed to be angry, full of rage, incensed beyond belief. Once again,
I love how Uka Uka just like looks at Cortex when he says that line, you know. Also, this is like the part where like Cortex kind of realizes how he is not gonna succeed at all. Like, he knows he's gonna fail and have to start all over again. And Uka Uka looks at him. He's like, dude, you're a villain. You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to have courage. Even if you know you're gonna be defeated, at least you're gonna go down like a soldier. And do love how he says, "You orange delivery boy." Sometimes his force field fizzles out. Dr. Neo Cortex. Now, this is actually supposed to be like the true final boss to the Crash series, because Naughty Dog supposedly meant for Warp to be the final Crash game until Universal bought them out. I love how freaking Dr. Cortex is kind of like a child. Crash Bandicoot, for the last time, give the crystals to me. I do love that line a lot. And this boss battle is what I call amazing. This is, I guess, a true final boss battle, as in the Crash series. If they ever make a true final boss battle or a final Crash game, they should kind of base it off of this in a way. Because I do love how Aku Aku and Uka Uka are fighting off, you know, mano to mano, Susano to Sano. And obviously, this is like I think the only boss battle where you're not gonna have Aku Aku, along with the Coco boss battle with Dr. Engine, but you know, because Aku Aku's busy fighting Uka Uka. So, you know, I love how Aku Aku fights Uka Uka while I fight Dr. Neo Cortex. You know, I fight my main villain and Aku Aku fights his main villain. You know, pretty amazing. And of course, this is nice reference to the Crash Bandicoot 1 boss battle. because you know Cortex is back at his little hoverboard and his little gun, trying to kill me. But this time he has like a freaking force field to kind of protect him in a way. Alright, come on, Cortex, come on. There you go, die in a hole. And Uka Uka, of course, goes to save his ass because, you know, why? So why does Uka Uka need Cortex? Uh-oh. No, he's gonna like... Now, this is the part that I do want to kind of point out is like, the third route is like, you know, the way like they do a little tornado thingy and, you know, they explode. Look at it. In the original trilogy, the explosion is really huge. It has like a huge sound effect, a huge explosion, and like a huge blast. And over here, the little blast type of thing is half-assed. Oh, come on. Like, it's super half-assed. Like, dude, it's short as hell. And there you go. We get this item, the speed shoes, and the little air. I thought the little air kind of like pushed you inside to the little hole. But let's go to the warp room and we are finished. Ooh, Cortex. Defeated again. Oh my god, I love this scene. Big drink. And a nice big drink. And big nice. I do love that sexual innuendo. A lot of people, of course, they caught, you know, what he was trying to say. If you didn't know what he was saying, is he's basically saying how like he wants a woman with nice big bags, and like, you know, he kind of does that little hand posture, you know, with the hands, and you know, trying to represent, you know, the boobs, the spheres and stuff like that. So sorry if I'm sounding a bit weird. And then I do love that little sound that Vicarious Visions added, you know, with the little kind of squeeze sound when he did the pose. Adds a bit more into like the, you know, the whole meaning of that sexual innuendo. And there we go. Now I'm going to be getting all the gems and the golden relics, and I'll be right back. And we are back. Now I have all the platinum relics and the golden relics, basically all of the gems and golden relics, in order to fight Dr. Neo Cortex. Now let's fight this bastard and get the true ending once and for all. Loading. I hate you. Loading. Loading. Look at the cutscene. Oh my god, the loading's still on. Now over here we have the different cutscene. All the drums stores to me. Now this is the true final boss battle. Also, sorry if you hear like the sirens in the background. I guess someone had a little accident or something. But anyways, let's get through this true final boss battle. Everything goes down right now. Come on, Cortex, fight me, boob. You little boob. Which is supposed, if you didn't know the reference, when I said boob, is like a reference to Drake and Josh. It's gonna take some time to realize. They were gonna make a concept, like a return show of how like Drake and Josh were gonna return, but you know, Josh had a family, but Drake was like still you know, living with his parents and stuff like that. You know, I do kind of wish they kind of do that if they actually do. I want them to return, even though I know they're not gonna return at all, because you know the actors. I mean, Drake will actually return. I'm not sure about Josh. I think he will return. Because you know they kind of did kind of have a little fight last year ago of how, like, you know, Drake and Josh, you know, the actors did not invite. I mean, Josh. I was about to say Josh Gaming, but you know, Josh did not invite. Come on, get into the little hole. Oh my god, he's not gonna enter. No! Flippin' hell. Now I have to start all over again. Anyways, as I was saying, Josh did not invite Drake into his wedding, so obviously Drake really felt bad for this, and Josh invited Dan Schneider, Dan Open My Ass Wider, Dan Keep My Butthole Tight But My Butthole Tighter Schneider. He invited him, but not Drake, which, you know, I mean, Drake did have feelings for Josh, you know, not, you know, sexually, but I mean, like, you know, as friends, you know, they were friends for like those years with Drake and Josh when the TV show was still on. So, you know, he felt hurt, and you know, obviously he said, you know, he cut ties with him. But, you know, they went back and became friends and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Okay, come on. Cortex strikes back. Come on, Cortex. Now for a like a true final boss battle, I guess, in order to kind of end the Crash series, is I want either Cortex to become a good guy and, you know, fight alongside with Crash, or if he's gonna be like the final boss battle we fight, then I want Crash and Cortex to have like a hand fist fight, you know, kind of like not true final boss, but like the boss battle between Uncharted 4 with Nathan Drake and Rafe. You know how they had like a little sword fight. You know, Crash can have like the little purple crystal, and Cortex like have like I guess like another purple crystal. You know, kind of fight off. And then, you know, if they want to kill off Cortex, they can like have Crash, you know, cut the little rope and, you know, have like a big bag thrown at Cortex and kill him off. And I guess they have returned finally. They have Crash, Polar. Oh, you can see Baby T in the background. And Uka Uka getting pulled off with his huge ass beard by Baby Cortex and Baby Tropy. I do love how they look. And damn, dude, how are they surviving, or what's gonna happen to them? Because they're obviously stuck. And wait. Are they like in the future? Because like they can either be in two time periods. They can either be in like the past where there's like lava, or like at least like in a lava part, or they can be like in the future. And like when I mean like in the future, I mean like the end of the future, which obviously means the apocalypse. So they're like in the apocalyptic type of thing. And, you know, Naughty Dog said, you know, that's supposed to be, this is like Crash Bandicoot Warped is supposed to be like the final Crash game, and I guess that was supposed to be like the end we see of Dr. Cortex. But overall, Warped is an absolutely amazing game. It is my second favorite game to the Crash Bandicoot series because of how well it is. And I do wish, you know, Crash Bandicoot 4, or true Crash Bandicoot 4, makes the game better than Warped, and, you know, becomes a true successor to Warped, instead of Wrath of Cortex being a successor to Warped. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy Let's Play. It's been an honor having this episode for you guys. And this is basically my 3K subscriber special. This Let's Plays, you know, it's meant to tell you guys how much I love you guys, and, you know, how far we've gone from, you know, Sane Trilogy through, you know, new Crash games that are going to be coming in the future. So thank you guys very much for watching my Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy Let's Play of Crash Bandicoot Warped, and overall my Sane Trilogy Let's Play of everything, basically. This is like the final episode. And I do rate Crash Bandicoot Warped 9 out of 10 IGN. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good night, have a good day, have a good whatever time period you're on. If you're in the future, if you're in the past, or if you're in the present, have a good day. And thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys very much for 4K subscribers. It really means a lot to me. So yes, God bless you, have a Merry Christmas, Alleluia, Easter egg, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Halloween, Happy Christmas, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Johnny Cooper 64 signing off.